Alright, welcome back to Plunderer Anime Review, episode number... Just want to get this count right here. Let's see, this is episode number 7. Yes, 7. Yes, one thing, now, this is probably by far the first time since Sunday I've actually, gotten, more than just 3 episodes done. Because the way it's been the last few days is that, well, yesterday and day before,
Okay.
sorry about that, where, I only get done about 3 episodes and that's it, so only due to time. So now, basically, I have pretty much finished the second story of the series with this review. Now, I mistakenly thought that the second arc was 7 episodes. It's actually 8. And 19 is the start of the final arc of the series. Yeah, but basically, in the case of 17, now, they do, in fact, go into some detail about the Waste War, where, in the case of 17, basically, you have basically Jail, Laname, Pell, and Hina go back to teach because apparently they kind of failed the mission. Though Hina, before she left, because, they killed the guys who were attacking the school, he basically killed them all by beheading them. Because he had no choice in the matter. He said it was either that or having them basically blow up the school with a nuke. And it turns out the nuke was actually a lie. So he basically beheaded all of them, and he ended up vomiting. He wanted to make sure that nobody him just killed. So Hina, of course, notices that, okay, so they failed the mission. So Hina decided to go into Lick's perverted tendencies by taking off her top and proceed to have him hold her breast. And it's like, remember this. I'll see you in 300 years. And she goes off and she's not seen again until the very next episode. Actually, she's not seen again until episode 19. Because all the rest of this is basically explaining the backstory of Isia, which continues in episode 18, by the way, where they basically reveal the backstory of the country the show was set in and what the heck the Abyss is. Now, I thought I kind of forgot this actually because it's been a while since I've read this arc. I actually read this arc I think it was about last year, I think it was. Late last year I read this, and I didn't get a chance to review because I was basically watching other stuff. So, basically, so they decided to simply, after fighting the Waste War for 200 years, one day you have a lake going out in the field and kill 300 people, and there they killed 10,000 soldiers in this Waste War. So, Cap now able to survive. I thought he died. My mistake. Sorry about that. Him, along with Vergiga and Smarson, where they decided to, after 2 years, need to end the war. Of course, they have it where Cap Allen, Takamishin, and of course basically reveal 4 candidates for the aces. Now there are technically 7 aces in the series. We've only seen 5 of them. Who the latter 2 are, not revealed just yet. So they also show White Shinisa where she's got 1 arm. Yeah, Lick chopped off during a bit of a rage in this episode. And of course the 3 decide to end the war by doing something completely drastic. So they eventually got all 7 original ballots, and they made a vote to end the war and take pieces of the continent, well, basically Japan, form the country Isia, which is where they're set in, and proceed to plunder the resources of the frickin' planet to feed their country. And it's also revealed the secret of where people numbers go when they fall into the abyss. They fall off the island into the empty wasteland that is planet Earth. Yes, that's what the Abyss is. Basically, a ruined planet. And basically, this is all done via greed. And this also, they've explained that the reason why that, well, flight is outlawed, so people know they're actually on an island. So, at least in the way episode 18 does explain a lot of the stuff that's been mentioned over the course of the series so far, this basically is the backstory for it. Okay, but it's free. And by the way, you have kind of deep coma where he apparently kills his sort of his brother. But it turns out, I'm not going to spoil what happens to him. So he basically he takes out his mask first time in a long time, and then he proceeds to go to sleep for 20 years and come out with like exactly the same. And he wakes up and finds out that his classmates who vowed not to kill in order to take care of a group of orphans, they all killed themselves because of lack of food. Yes, the class he worked so hard to protect all killed themselves. Fun fact: one of the person got injured in episode 16 is voiced by Ian Sinclair. Yep, and by the way, his sort of guy who's with him, the samurai guy, Rika Fajaro. Yep, he's the voice of him. I didn't realize it until I looked it up. So, by the way, for him, yes, I keep bringing this up a lot of time when I do these interviews, like how many episode series now. Rika Fajaro, as of right now, I have now seen 31 series for him. For Ian St. Clair is now 22, along with David Wade. Yeah, David Wade is the voice of the Supreme Commander of the Forces, so good on basically for me to get done a lot of series like that. 22. Wow. That is quite good. I love it. Yep. Yeah, I haven't really got down like some of these other ones. It's something though, the fact that I've gotten that much for them. But if you want to think of currently what is currently the one series for me anyways, where for actor or voice actor, where I pretty much in a way watch everything for them, it has got to be Christopher Sabat at 41 series. Yes, he's still currently the highest, so we'll leave it at that. So, and then of course you have Nana basically narrating what happened. Apparently, so Lake basically didn't talk for 50 years, and eventually like 100 years passed by, and like 300 years. It's been suggested the reason why he doesn't age because of the operation. And Nana went through the same thing. She's actually the sixth ace. So I'd say so there's actually one more, but they're not gonna feel it just yet. So after everybody gets Back to the Future, Nana is basically like they apologize for failing the mission, and she's like, it's fine, no problem. So they proceed to go drinking. Yep, and of course Licht himself, of course, Heina goes to see Licht, and then she proceeds to have episode 19 end with her. Actually, it was 18, excuse me, having her take off her coat wearing, and basically have where Licht basically grope her, and apparently starts vomiting because apparently she's a lolly because she thinks she's like too young. And then, of course, basically, she's, like, mad at him later on for it. Oh, yeah, by the way, they have a drinking party. And then they also have Hina. Pretty much, like, all the girls go into some sort of heck. Even Nana basically gets a chance to show some skin with some underwear. It makes Jail, like, believe them those. Because it's implied he may have a thing for her. The fact that she's older than he is. I'm not going to spoil the ending for that one, but it's so hilarious. Yep, and pretty much in the way, like after... Oh, by the way, they even have it where they only are a girl there, like, try out the top. And also have the thing where like, Hina basically is, like, so perfect in her figure, and Marilyn is, like, so jealous of her figure because basically she has sort of a muffin top whenever she sits down. She doesn't like it very much. I mean, she is pretty thin. It's just that basically she's a bit chunky. A little bit, not much. And, of course, Nana is very thin. Yes. And, of course, Sarah got a chance to show off her bikini as well, which she was embarrassed about. Probably for her, for some reluctant to put on a bikini. For some reason, they decided to have it where she decided to scope them out. I'm like, isn't she part of this team now? Yes. But this actually was just a really... Sonohara, her name is. Yeah, she's an absolute really good character. Who voiced her, you might ask? Alexis Tipton. Yes, an Alexis Tipton character. Who would have thunk basically come across another Alexis Tipton character after I met her this year? Yes. And the whole thing is basically she wants to be on Lick's side because she'll depend upon him. Yep. But this just been a really enjoyable series so far. And as of this particular review, I have exactly, I think it's about 5 more episodes left to go for the whole series. Mm-hmm. Yep, only 5 more, and that's it. Yep. Which, excuse me, in case of tomorrow. Oh, by the way, Alexa Tempted right now, 23 series. Yep, 23. Yeah, last series I watched their dub for was um, Case of Avantos. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this particular review. Uh, Stay tuned for tomorrow, where I discuss a couple of videos discussing the last 5 episodes of the series. And unlike today or yesterday, there's no new anime tomorrow. I will hopefully get a chance to review The Great Jaw Won't Be Defeated on Friday. Okay, next video. Bye.